Hello everyone, I'm Ash from PlayStation Access, and I'm here to talk all things NieR Replicant ver.1.224744871139. Ellipsis. Well, I say all, but I really mean 5 things as a convenient breakdown of what you should expect from this return to NieR's iconic world. Sitting somewhere between a remake, a re-release, and a remaster, NieR Replicant ver.1.224744871139 ellipsis promises a world of nostalgia and new discoveries, rekindling a fan-favourite story in celebration of the game's 10-year anniversary. NieR Replicant ver.1.224744871139 ellipsis arrives on PS4 on the 23rd of April. So here are 5 things you need to know, as well as a look at some brand new gameplay in the run-up to its release. First things first, I'm just going to dive into where this game falls in the canon and where we're coming into in this series, as the NieR games have had a bunch of different titles over the years. So, back in 2010, the original NieR was a spin-off of the Drakengard series, which had been running since 2003. This first NieR game was released in Japan in 2 separate editions: the PS3 exclusive NieR Replicant, which features a young boy and his sister, and NieR Gestalt, which switches that dynamic for an older hero and his daughter. Gestalt was the version released internationally with the name shortened simply to NieR. If you played the game in the UK back then, this is the version you'll have had. And this new release is, as the name suggests, an updated version of NieR Replicant. Although, crucially, it should be noted the story in both editions is exactly the same apart from the protagonist's familial relationship to the young girl being either a brother or a father. Still with me? Of course you are. So, number 2, what exactly is this story? Well, that young girl is named Yona, and NieR is basically about her father or brother attempting to save her from terminal illness in a far distant future. Our protagonist joins forces with a flying, talking book housing powerful magical abilities, alongside a few other memorable characters along the way, with the group out to find the legendary sealed verses that can unleash the tome's full potential. If Grimoire Weiss is feeling up to it between all of his sassy comments, of course.
Oh, sweet Lord! I have never heard such a thing.
Now, that is all well and good, but number 3, what does this all have to do with PS4 hit NieR Automata? Or Automata. However you like to say it, we don't judge here. Well, NieR Automata was a follow-up to the original NieR. The 2017 hit takes place in the same world as the earlier game, only thousands of years later. There are some wider connections between the two, but basically Replicant and Automata are separate adventures. NieR Replicant ver.1.224744871139 ellipsis is an updated release of the first original game, specifically the Replicant edition that was only released in Japan, announced for the series' 10-year anniversary. That means players who never experienced this iteration of the brother-sister story can officially get their hands on it for the first time, alongside returning fans to Replicant getting an upgraded experience of the 2010 title packed full of fancy new features. The developers have simply called it a version up rather than a straightforward remaster or remake, and the ver.1.224744871139 ellipsis styling roughly reads as the square root of 1.5. Whilst that is something noted by fans, it does make the most sense considering the halfway house space the game fills as a return to a much beloved but elusively exclusive title. In short though, too long didn't read, this is a prequel to Automata. I probably should have just said that. While Replicant stands apart from Automata, it is worth noting that, number 4, this new release takes inspiration from its follow-up to revitalise the original and add some gameplay continuity. Visually, this version of Replicant has been reworked into something completely new, channeling the subdued colour scheme and unique character models in the most recent title, tying the 2 games together in a way that's sure to make series veterans feel right at home. Combat also more closely follows that found in Automata to make for a smooth transition between the 2 titles and freshen up NieR's gameplay. Finally, number 5, the new soundtrack and voice work. The score of NieR is arguably one of its most defining features, so fans will be pleased to hear the same instantly recognisable bops blasting out from the Eyrie to the seafront and everywhere else in between. Composer Keiichi Okabe, who has worked on all of the NieR games and the Drakengard series, returns to bring new and rearranged music from the 2010 release, meaning there's a whole game full of compelling new soundtrack to dive back into as you run, slash and cast magic on your way across this wide open world. The new soundtrack isn't the only gift to your ears though, with voice actors returning to give fully fleshed out roles as well as re-records of original lines to complete the new version experience. So there are 5 things you need to know for the release of NieR Replicant ver.1.224744871139 ellipsis. Are you excited for this return to the original NieR? What do you think of this sneaky peek at what we're going to get? Are you looking forward to the Automata style carrying over to this game? Let us know in the comments below. I've been Ash, and this has been PlayStation Access. Don't forget to subscribe for more lovely PlayStation goodness, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.
PlayStation